The University of Iowa always has exciting research happening on campus, and that includes the College of Pharmacy, where scientists and researchers are developing the Biopatch. So, what exactly is a Biopatch?
So the Biopatch is a collagen matrix that is loaded with pieces of DNA that encode for a protein that encourages bone formation when cells take up the pieces of DNA and start producing that protein.
Whoa, wait a second. What exactly does that mean?
It's a patch that helps to regenerate bone.
Did you say you were growing bone?
That's right, growing bone. It's very cool.
Aliasger Salem and his team of researchers are developing the Biopatch as a method to fill in areas of bone that are missing due to injury or deformation. And it has a variety of potential applications.
Could be used for cleft palate, facial reconstruction, fractures that are very significant if you've been in a car accident and you've got massive splinters that are too large to fix by themselves. In the military, for an example, if there's been a shards that have caused damage, then this could be a potential way to quickly regenerate the bone.
The way the Biopatch works is a lot like a Band-Aid. A Band-Aid that's made of natural polymers, like the dissolvable stitches you might get after surgery. The natural bone cells surrounding the Biopatch will migrate onto the patch and start to multiply and come into contact with blank synthetic DNA, which is already loaded onto the patch. When cells come into contact with that blank DNA, they are instructed and reprogrammed to turn into bone cells, thus creating solid bone. Eventually, the patch will break down, dissolve, and disappear, leaving behind nothing but natural bone. And using the Biopatch is a less intrusive way of dealing with bone injuries or deformations, which can be invasive and painful.
So if you could reconstruct bone in a natural way, and if you could make scaffolds in the shape of the defect that exists so that you could correct it without having to harvest bone or tissue from other sites.
The project is a collaboration between the College of Pharmacy's Division of Pharmaceutics and the College of Dentistry, led by periodontist Satish Longavan, who is interested in creating bony sites for dental implants.
Drug delivery is one major focus of the College of Pharmacy, and what we're doing with this delivery system is delivering a drug that helps bone form, and we're providing a device that delivers that drug as well, which is pharmaceuticals. It's delivery of drugs. And we're working with the College of Dentistry to actually use that to form the new bone and to show that bone is formed.
While it is possible to regenerate bone naturally, it's only possible in small defects. The Biopatch allows bone formation on larger injuries or deformations, and while it's still in the beginning stages of development, the early results are looking good.
In the models that we've tested up until now, we see after 4 weeks very significant regeneration of bone relative to untreated where you see no bone formation at all. So 4 weeks you get dramatic bone formation.
As amazing as this research is and the potential impact it could have in the medical and scientific community, none of this research would be possible without the help of students. Ali's lab has 3 student research assistants working on the project, including Sheetal DeMello, who came to the University of Iowa because of her interest in pharmaceutics and the interdisciplinary research involved in the Biopatch.
I was very good in organic chemistry and biology, so I thought the best combination would be pursuing pharmaceutics, and of course drug delivery was very interesting. The Biopatch is one of those projects of drug delivery.
She was actively involved in constructing and testing materials to make the patch, and after years of work and research, she's excited to see the early results.
This is like a dream come true and more than anything I've ever asked for. Well, I'm proud to say that I formulated the Biopatches working collaboratively with the College of Dentistry because we got a lot of help from them. The fun part was to see that it was working. So that made us feel really glad and proud about what we were doing and motivated us further.
Students get hands-on research experience, creating a potential new drug that will have the ability to regenerate bone. And Ali is proud that he's working with the next generation of scientists who will be able to take this new therapy to the next level.
By taking a graduate student, having them learn all the techniques, do the development of the drug, the testing of the drug, looking at the properties of the drug, do the biological testing, we're providing them with all the skills so that when we look at the next iteration of technology and the next advance in technology, these graduate students from the University of Iowa will be well placed to make those advances and create the next generation of drugs and devices that improve therapies for patients. And we're doing that right here.
That's right. They're creating bone in a lab at the University of Iowa. Aliasger and his team are leading the way, solving a problem that is very personal.
I have friends, very, very close friends who have children that have had cleft palate. I've had an interest in trying to pursue approaches that might be able to reconstruct the bone that is missing in those type of cases without having to do transplantation of tissue or bone from other sites, but just to be able to reconstruct it naturally.
And if the early results are any indication, Ali and his student researchers are heading in the right direction.